my guest for day one will be looking at why New Year resolutions don't work and what to do about that. Theodore Albright is my guest. He's a life coach. Theodore, welcome to the show. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you very much for having me. Yeah.
People need to know who you are before they care about what you have to say. So tell me a bit more about yourself. What do you do?
Professionally, I'm a lawyer.
All right.
I've been practicing law for 30 years.
Wow, you don't look that old.
I am that old. And the area of law I practice is in private client, which is supporting family businesses and business families in the area of leadership, governance, strategy, mindset, and then law.
Wow.
We run a small consultancy, which is the Family Office Africa. I'm the managing consultant of that. And our basic theme is to help you grow your businesses and then assist you with intergenerational welfare. So we enhance your wealth across generations. That in a nutshell is who I am. What I do, I love leadership. And I love business strategy. And so having the opportunity to merge legal with strategy and governance and leadership has been a singular delight for me.
Wow.
And so I'm here today to share some of the bits that I share with my clients who are high value clients. And I hope that your esteemed clients will find what I have to say useful. Thank you very much.
Wonderful. And we have a very interesting topic for today. Why New Year resolutions don't work and what to do about it. You agree with this topic?
Yes, I do, yeah.
Okay, so how are you going to approach this today?
Well, there is a big problem. And I have to start off by saying language is very important.
All right.
How you frame and explain and define things are really important. And so at the beginning of the year, if you say, I want a New Year's resolution, let's break that apart. Let's deconstruct New Year resolution. Is it that you want a new year or you want a new you? If it is the new you want, then why don't you frame it as new you resolution? Okay? So we take away the year because the year is 365 days. And now we bring in a new you, and you are renewed what? Every morning. So a new you comes 365 days a year instead of a new resolution which comes once or twice a year. So the framing of the language is important. That's number one. And then what do you mean by resolution? You know, is it a goal? Is it a target? Is it an ambition? It's not founded on anything. So let us be careful how we use language. And in those two things, New Year and resolution, you have the problem. And the solutions are very simple. Very, very simple.
I see.
And we'll offload those solutions.
All right, I'm coming to just announce a couple of things. We are live. This year, the effective business is live on radio. So you can send in your comments whilst my guest is sat here. He will be very happy to answer or engage. And then we're also streaming as well. So a couple of points to remember. Not new year, but new you. And then we're moving from resolutions to outcomes.
Yeah.
All right. So you've sent me many slides. So I'm just going to leave you to it. Just walk me through how to basically set goals and achieve them in a new you.
Okay. So all resolutions, we have to admit, are a quest for self-improvement, a journey to one's better self. And that is why we go on this journey to say New Year is an opportunity to reflect during the holiday season. Okay. But do you have to wait for the new year for a new or better you? And the answer is no. Okay. And so if you don't have to wait for the year, then perhaps why don't we do it on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, on a quarterly basis? So you can have a daily quest weekly quest, monthly quest, quarterly quest. And the reason I say that is because about 80% of New Year's resolutions would have been dumped by end of January.
Is this the hard fact?
This is fact.
80% of New Year's resolutions would have been done by end of January.
By the end of January. And less than 20% of New Year's resolutions will be achieved by end of December.
Oh, Lord.
Okay? So when you know that in 30 days, a significant number of people are going to dump, and in 365 days, less than 20% are going to be achieved, then you need to reconfigure the time. Okay? So not year, but you. You are with yourself every day rather than the year. So the emphasis should not be on the year. The emphasis should be on the you.
Good. So we no need to wait for a new year to improve. What are we missing? You're saying any resolution which is not hinged on identity, purpose, with clearly articulated steps, desired outcomes, and timelines is nothing more than a wish, empty and without foundation. Can you elaborate on this?
Yes, of course. When you look at the list of resolutions, I want a new relationship. I want to get into education. I want a new job, new car, new house, new husband, new wife. I want to be fitter. The list of
things
people want is endless. Lose weight, be healthier, save more, relationship, new job, give back, enjoy myself, create wealth, new skills, more spiritual, more education. Yes, all of those are nice wishes.
Okay.
But how do you ensure that they are structured on a foundation that allows you to move forward?
So what is that foundation?
And that foundation is, one, starting off with a life audit or an audit of your life.
All right.
Okay? And the audit is premised on 7 critical areas of our lives. And that's a metric I call the Albright Purpose Matrix. And the word is purpose, Purpose. So the P says, what are my goals around my physical and psychological well-being for my life? What is my utility in the universe? How do I create impact? What are my goals around my relationships?
Okay.
What are my goals around my property possessions, i.e. finance? What are my goals around my occupation options and opportunities? What are my goals around my spiritual life? And what are my goals around my erudition or educational life?
I need to take this again. So you're saying start with a life audit.
Yes.
And you use the Albright Purpose Matrix.
Yes.
P for physical and psychological.
Yes.
U for utility in the
universe.
R for relationships. P for property and possessions, money. O for occupation, opportunity, and what?
Options,
all finance related or work related.
Yeah.
S is spiritual, and E is erudition and education.
Okay.
This is innovative.
All right.
So when you do this audit, what questions do you ask yourself? How do you know where you are?
You just look at the audit and you ask yourself, how satisfied am I with my physical and psychological well-being on a scale of 1 to 10?
All right.
Okay. And you do that, you drop down all the way to education. Okay. Once you've done that, then you ask yourself, what are the important 3 aspects out of the Albright Purpose Matrix? Just 3 goals.
So the Albright is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7.
I should pick 3.
Just pick 3. And it's 7 for a reason, because it means that every single day you can spend 5 minutes just asking yourself, how satisfied am I physically? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And you can arrange it however you like. You know, often people do the spiritual on the Sunday and the physical on a Saturday, etc., etc. So you do that. Then you choose 3 goals. And the reason why you limit it to 3, because anything beyond 3, you will not achieve.
You are sure of this?
Yes.
3 goals per area?
No, maximum 3 goals in totality out of the 7.
So I should choose 3. Purpose, utility, relationships, property and possessions, occupation, spirituality, and then erudition, education. I should choose 3.
For 2026, yes.
Wow. Physical, anyway, so you think of the 3 that's most important to you.
Most important to you. And, you know, when I take myself, my theme for 2026, and you must have a theme.
You have a theme for the year.
I have a theme
you
for
are
the
not
year.
a church.
No. My theme for 2026 is chasing my calling.
Chasing your calling.
That's my personal theme, okay? And the 3 areas that I've selected are my spiritual life, my educational life, and my physical life.
I like this.
Okay, and the reason is very simple. If you take the spiritual, that connotes ethics, all right? And so that is where all the ethical grounding will come from. And if you take the ethics, it means my relational life will improve because it's coming from an ethical perspective. When I take my physical life, it means that I am fit and ready to go because the body is the engine which makes the money and does everything else. And then when I take my educational life or erudition, it means I upgrade my mind for better earnings. So even though these are just 3, they have impact
on the others.
And so that's why I've specific.
So for you, spiritual and physical and then educational.
For 2026, yes.
Those would be your 3 top priorities.
Yes. But all the while, you've got the other 4 sitting in the background. I agree that you must not let go of these. Okay? So you conduct your life audit. Then you also interrogate your last year, 2025.
Interrogate last year.
And ask yourself, so on these 7 areas, how well did I do or how not well did I do?
Self-audit.
Conduct a self-audit.
Shouldn't you be asking somebody to judge you?
You can do that.
Or you should do it yourself.
You can do that, but, you know, I think it's... So, Bernard, here, we're in the studio.
Yes.
This is my audit for 2025.
Should I look here or here?
You can look anywhere.
Reflection, investment, production, engagement. This sounds like ripe. And then you have themes: health, physical, friendship, finances, excellence. So for health and physical, you had blue.
Yeah.
Friendships, you had yellow.
Yeah.
Finance, you had blue.
Yeah.
So it's put red dots. It's put colored dots around each.
I have, yes.
What does the blue mean?
Okay, so I think in frameworks. So RIPE is a framework which I use, which means reflections, investment, production, and engagement. And the reflection is green, and the investment is blue, and the production is red, and the engagement is yellow. And let me just explain. So the reflections are peace, quiet, and green. So normally people who are green are very reflective, and they're people-centered.
Yeah.
The blues are information demanding, so they want data. The reds are production people, task-oriented people, driving you, and the yellows are very creative people. So I have colored them in terms of the colors. But if I can just quickly take this 1 minute to show you something. When you look at Paul, Paul was very driving. Paul from the Bible was very driving. He was a red. When you look at Thomas, he says, unless I touch, I will not believe. He says, we don't know where you are going.
How can we know?
How can we know? So he's a blue because he's data driven.
All right.
Okay, Barnabas was a green because he was son of encouragement.
Yeah.
And Peter was a yellow because he will stand up and do before he thinks. Okay? Let us create a tabernacle for you for the 3. So those are personality types that we all exhibit.
But I noticed that for each of the theme, you rate yourself.
Yes.
And you have a number attached. So, for example, health and physical, which you have put there blue,
Yes.
it is measurable.
Yes.
And then you rate yourself a 5.
Yes.
And then you write move, eat, and sleep.
Yes.
What does that mean?
So move, eat, and sleep are the basic components of all physical activity. Movement means exercise. Eat means what you eat and drink. And sleep is critical. If you're not getting your 6 to 7 to 8 hours, then you're not being refreshed and revitalized.
So then you assess yourself on your physical.
Yes.
And then you come up with what you want to do.
I did. That's correct. But I mean, this is fairly extensive. So,
Wow.
and this is something I do in November every year, right? But coming back to the New Year's resolutions, these drive my resolutions for the next year.
All right.
All right. Because we don't have a lot of time, you conduct your life audit.
Yeah.
Then you audit your year.
Audit your year.
What must I start? What must I stop? What must I sustain? And then you choose 3 or less of the 7 critical areas in the purpose matrix those become your goals for the year.
So let's go through this again. We're talking to Theodore Albright, and our guest is discussing why New Year's resolutions don't work and why and what you can do about them. He starts off by saying you don't need a new year, you need a new you, and that you don't need wishes, but you really need resolutions that work. And so he gives us what he calls the Albright purpose matrix. Everything starts with evaluation. So he says do a life audit. That life audit, he suggests the PURPOSE framework. Purpose, right? And for him, P is physical, psychological, U, utility in the universe, R, reflection, relationships, forgive me. P, property and possessions, which is money. O, occupation, options, opportunity. S, spiritual. E, education, erudition. And he says, don't try and prioritize everything. So the key to life is priorities. So you have the top 3. His top 3 is physical, spiritual, and education or erudition. Now, those top 3, you then evaluate on the basis of how the previous year has been. Then he suggests another triad. So you like thinking in 3s. What do I start? What do I stop? And what's the third one?
Sustain.
What do I sustain? So for example, on health, what do I start? I need to start riding bicycle twice a week. What do I stop? I need to stop eating after 10 p.m. What do I need to sustain? I need to sustain playing table tennis, such as something like this on my physical.
And in fact, let me say this. For those of you who read the Bible, if you go into Exodus, you will see that there is an 80-20 principle in the 10 Commandments. There are 8 thou shalt not and only 2 thou shalt.
Okay.
So avoidance or subtraction is always better than addition.
Can you repeat that point?
Okay. In the Bible,
right.
when you look at
The
the 10 Commandments, there are 8 thou shalt not
And 2 thou shalt.
and 2 thou shalt. Okay.
Right.
It means that you must subtract thou shalt not before you add. All right. So with your resolutions, you should focus more on
what you stop
doing
than what you start.
Yes, than what you start, because when we start, we don't finish.
So it's better to stop bad things.
Yes,
because in stopping the bad thing, you are starting a new thing.
Thank you very much.
I like this. So what do you start is just 20%. What do you stop is 80%.
Yes.
What do you sustain is the things you start that you have to continue.
Yes.
So you take physical as an example. So as I sit here now, I suppose what do I even need to stop doing? I think I've already mentioned it. I eat too late. Even though it doesn't show on my body. I've been told I need to do a physical exam, so I've done a test and medical exam. My doctor's going to speak to me, because a lot of people say when you are not big physically, you assume you are healthy.
That's correct.
So because I eat at any time, and I eat almost anything, and I'm told that's not good, so I need to stop this.
But you see, again, it's not when you eat. It's what you
eat. Okay.
Okay. So if you're having a salad at 10 o'clock, lettuce, And
bro, I eat whatever is laid in front of me. Sometimes I even do banku. So I don't have to stop.
Okay.
But you're saying it's about what you eat, not when you eat.
Yes, also.
All right, cool. So, but you also said something interesting. A lot of the threes are, like you said, your physical body, there are three things.
Yeah.
Movement, eating, and sleeping.
Yes.
So I like the triads. The triads is very interesting. So your top three of the 7.
Yeah.
What to start, what to stop, what to sustain.
Yes.
And then for each of the areas, there are 3 areas of emphasis. So for physical, there's an area of eating, movement, and sleep. I'll take a short break. This is very powerful. Now, the good news is that Theodore will come again one of these days. He's one of my guests I have for more than once on the program. And this is just day 1 of Effective Living Series. Send me your questions on our WhatsApp number, 053 998 6996. That's the WhatsApp number, 053 998 6996. Theodore Albright is a lawyer who is now, what are you?
I'm a management consultant.
Okay.
I am a lawyer who loves leadership, governance, and strategy. And philosophy, theology, and
obviously, and money too.
And money too, yes.
97.3 Citi FM. This is the Effective Living Series, and we are starting off our program this month with a look at why New Year's resolutions don't work and what to do about them. Don't forget, it's brought to you by Petra Trust. Week 1 focuses on knowing where you want to go, how to set goals and achieve them. My guest is Theodore Albright, a life coach. Fascinating thoughts coming in from him. I like the way you think. I didn't know that the 10 Commandments fulfill the 80-20 rule. I didn't know this. And I've read them many, many times, that 80% on what you should stop, 20% on what you should do. Yeah. And you think that's a clue as to how life works.
Yes, indeed.
That's amazing. What do you start, what do you stop, what do you sustain? And then top 3 of the 7. Don't forget, he gives us the Albright Purpose Matrix, which we use for our life audit. Physical and psychological. Utility in the universe, that's the U. Relationships is the R. Property, possessions is the P. Occupation, options and opportunities is the O. Spiritual is the S. Erudition and education being the E. You said a bit about your top 3, which is physical. Can you talk a bit about education and erudition in terms of if somebody wanted to evaluate their life in that area and also set goals around that area? Give me a framework to think about how to do that.
Okay, so all of us are leaders. And the first person we lead is ourselves.
Yeah.
Okay. And I have a definition for leadership, so I'm going to give it to you. Leadership is a cognitive orientation and process whereby you seek to influence, inspire, and inform yourself and then others to think better, to do better, to be better for positive impact and positive outcomes. Let me repeat it.
That's long.
Leadership.
It's a cognitive
mindset.
All right.
And a process whereby you seek to influence. Influence is by values. Inspire is by vision. Inform is by value proposition of yourself.
Too deep.
And then others, so that they can think better, you can do better, and be better for positive impact and positive outcome. So all erudition should lead you to think better, to do better, to be better for positive impact and positive outcomes. All erudition should lead you to think better,
do better,
to do better, to be better for positive impact and positive outcomes. All erudition.
Wow.
All erudition.
Wow.
It means what you consume is critical in terms of information consumption. Really critical. Because our consumption becomes fuel for our thinking.
Nice.
All right. Our consumption becomes fuel for our thinking. And our thinking then drives beliefs, which drives behavior, which drives action, which drives destiny, which drives your impact, positive or otherwise.
Wonderful.
Okay. So here again, I say, what must I stop? What must I start? What must I sustain? What is it that I am consuming that I must stop Okay? All right. So, 120 minutes on Instagram, just scrolling, looking at clothes, just scrolling. Asa.
It's not going to help you.
It's not going to help you.
Yeah.
All right. So, you need to identify what it is that you must put the brakes on.
Correct.
And stopping is almost always easier than starting.
You think so?
Yes.
Stopping is
Almost always easier
than starting.
Because sometimes you don't even know what you want to start. Okay? But you know what you don't like. So you ask yourself, what don't I want? And then you extract or subtract those I do not want out of your life. Yes, you will fall down, but you see, it is easier to reckon with the falling down and starting again than the starting of a new thing. So subtraction is always easier
Than addition.
I
like this.
Okay, so make it more about the subtraction as your base point for 2026. I sleep too late, so I will not sleep late. I drink too much sugar, so I'll reduce my sugar. And your framing is also important. Even if it's a positive and you frame it as a shall not, so I must do exercise, okay? Or
I must stop loafing.
I must stop loafing, okay? So stop loafing means you can do anything. All right, you can do anything. But one of the reasons why resolutions are flawed, and you really need to turn them into goals and name them as they are, is that often the resolutions are vague, generic, short-term, unclear, no structure, no system, no strategy, too aspirational, no tracking, no accountability, too emotional, no vision, no value, no coaching, no purpose, no why, not clear in terms of whether it's a means goal or an end goal or a learning goal.
Also, there are different kinds of goals.
Yes, please.
A means goal,
an end goal, and a learning goal.
Can you differentiate?
All right, okay. So, I want to be rich is an end goal. I am going to be a lawyer is a means goal. I am going to go to Makola is a learning goal.
Is it?
Yes. All goals must have attached to them learning goals. Knowledge, insights, tools, expertise, skills.
I see.
All goals. So right at the beginning, you ask yourself, what are the kites, KITES, frameworks? What are the kites?
You like acronyms?
I do, because they help me remember. Fantastic. What are the kites I need, okay, to fly? What knowledge do I need to achieve this?
So that's
goal?
the K.
That's the K. What insights do I need? What tools do I need? What expertise or experience do I need? And what skills do I need in order to achieve the goal? That's why you're limiting your goal to a very small cluster.
I see.
Because the work you have to do is immense, but the impact is by a factor of 100 or 1,000 x. Yes.
So I need to clarify my goal.
Yes.
And then have the kite plural.
Yes.
To achieve them.
Yes.
So I'm thinking how this works. So let's assume I want to. I don't want to stop. I want to start something.
Okay.
I want to read a book every week.
Super.
I want to start and finish a book every week. That's
Okay.
one of the things I want to do.
Okay. And is that an end goal or a means goal?
What's the difference? Explain. Because
Okay,
I'm doing that because I want to
Aha.
to know more.
Okay.
Because the demands on me are more.
Okay. So the end is that you become erudite.
Yes.
Okay. So the means is that I will read more. Okay.
So, yes.
So the reading is a means. Sometimes the means can be an end in itself.
get it.
But the reading is a means to achieving your ultimate goal of becoming a polymath or a genius. All right.
So how does the kite apply here?
So what knowledge do I need in order to be able to read one book a week? What insights do I need?
All right.
What tools do I need? What experience and what skills? So knowledge, immediately you say, okay, what are the books I'm going to read?
I have a bunch on my bed.
Insights. the insights. How do people who read a book a week do it?
Some of them do audio.
Yes.
So my plan is, instead of just reading hardcover, for some of the books I'll find their audio or podcast versions to make the consumption easier.
Fantastic.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Okay. So the tools then are audio.
Yes. So I need the audio of some of the books.
Yeah.
Or some video podcasts of the books.
Video, audio, PDF,
Correct.
and then hard copy.
Yes.
Okay.
I have some.
And so typically, when I have a hard copy book and I know that I can't read it on the go, I get an audio version of it. So I chop and change between the audio and the hard copy. That's the tool, okay, in order to help me. And when you look at some of these books, 7 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, it means if you're on if you're going from Accra to Kumasi by road, by the time you get to Accra or Kumasi, you would have done 3/4 of a book just listening to it. Okay. If you're sleeping, podcasting, you're listening to that. If you're driving, you can be listening to that. And in your quiet time, you can listen to that. Or schedule time for growth. All right? So
I can schedule time for this activity.
You can schedule time for your R, which is your reflection. And in your reflection or in your investment time, you take on that activity. My day is divided into 4 parts. Okay, I wake up at 4 o'clock. And by 4:15, I'm sitting at my little seat with a cup of tea or coffee, and I'm conducting my reflection.
You are living the life.
I mean, there's a secret to all of this, but
wow,
I'll share
your cup of tea or coffee.
My cup of tea or coffee
on your balcony,
and I'm sitting there, and then I'm reflecting with my journal, and then I go to my Bible. Then I go to the books I need to read. If I find that it is getting boring, at any given point, I read 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 books.
At a given point.
At any given point. At any given point. So the moment it gets boring, because there's a life cycle for attention span. So the moment it gets boring, then I switch.
So your interest is what drives it?
Yes. Curiosity and interest.
Because for me, I'm motivated by completion. So I feel like I need to finish it. So I'm not doing cover to cover necessarily, but at least I need to finish a chapter because I want to glean. Because I don't read because I'm as interested in knowledge. Reading is a utility for me.
Yeah.
So I must. For example, this morning I read something you sent me last month on you call it planets.
Planets, yeah. Product, location, product or service, location, awareness, network, experience, tasks, and strategy.
And systems.
And systems, I beg your pardon.
So I picked the systems.
Yeah.
So I read it. I was reading this morning.
Yeah.
After quiet time, and then I decided I'll use the S for business sense, which I did.
Yeah.
So because I'm a scavenger, I have so much. I'm on air and I'm all over the place. So when I read, I need to get something out of it. I don't read for the fun of it, unfortunately.
Nor do I. You see, I am an intellectual parasite.
Okay.
So, and I feed on people's brains.
All right.
And the privilege is that you get to engage with the eminent dead or the prominent living through their works. Okay. So when you come to my house, library, 4,000 plus books, hard copy books, plus, because I want new insights so that I can support my clients.
I like this.
So
you are an intellectual parasite.
I am, yes, an intellectual parasite.
New resolutions don't need to be resolutions. They have to be new you strategies, I think the word is.
Yeah.
And there are different frameworks for this. I'm going to read a few quick comments for you, and then I will try and wrap this up. We have just 5 minutes to go. This is Effective Living Series Day 1. Theodore Albright is our guest, and we are just starting off. Tomorrow, Michael Ohiniefa will be on the show, and he will be speaking more detailed about personal goal setting. That's Michael Ohiniefa, a good friend of mine. In fact, actually, there's no new year. It's just a change of date, and how we become so obsessed with it amazes me. Each day or week or month or year should be a resolution for every human. By the way, does your guest have a book or books? I want to read more of his philosophy. This is coming from David Tabfamba in Kibi or Chebi. Do you have a book?
Okay. One that I've written, or one that I'm writing, or one that I'm reading?
I think he's talking about what you've written. He wants more of your knowledge.
More of my knowledge. I have some social media handles. If you go onto YouTube, you'll find.
How will you be found on YouTube?
Theodore Albright.
On YouTube?
Yeah.
Do you have YouTube videos?
I have some YouTube videos, yeah.
On some of these things?
Yes.
And
very much.
Albright is ALB?
BRIGHT.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Hi, Akosia here. Where can we find this list and the visuals of the examples that were shared? So I think some of the things you said are very profound. People would like to. Do you have visuals of these frameworks?
Yes, indeed.
And they are on your YouTube or where?
They're not on my YouTube. They're on some of my publications, but I can make that freely available to.
By the
to
way,
you
these
to
Albright
share.
frameworks like planets, purpose. Do you get them from? How do you get these things?
It's divine inspiration.
I can imagine, because let's do the planets again.
Yeah.
By the way, what's the planet framework for?
Okay, the planet framework is for individuals and for businesses. So you ask yourself as an individual, am I providing value, i.e. either service or product? Okay?
That's the P.
That's the P.
Product.
Product or service. All right?
And then the L?
And the L is, am I in the right location?
Okay.
Leave your father's house and go somewhere. Am I in the right location? Location matters. Am I creating enough awareness?
That's the A.
That's
Marketing.
the A. Yes. Am I networking enough?
That's the N.
That's the N. Do I have the expertise?
Okay, so it's like a business framework.
It is a business framework, but all strategies are personal as well as corporate.
So P for product or service, L for location, A for awareness, N for networking, E for expertise.
Yes.
N for what?
N for networking, E for expertise, T for tools or tasks, but normally tools. And then the S is for systems and strategies.
Wow.
Okay, and you can apply that. So you take Citi and you say, okay, are the people liking what we're doing? Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Are we in the right location? Could we be global? Yes, we could be.
Yeah.
Are we global? Are we creating enough awareness? What's the awareness push?
We could do better.
Okay, we could do better. Are we networking enough?
We try.
Expertise. Do we have the expertise locally? Often the expertise is brilliant, but the problem is the awareness and the networking. Do we have the tools? And what are the systems and structures that we are using to drive all of this?
And this framework is for what? Is it a product development framework? Is it a success framework for life?
It is for growth, for personal growth, for organization, growth for department.
Charlie, this one, the flesh and blood did not reveal it to you. No. The good news is Theodore will come back next week, and we will be discussing how to develop a plan for your life, a life plan.
Yeah.
So today was basically why New Year's resolutions don't work. He was just teasing out ideas around new you resolutions and how to make them work.
Yeah.
Which is why we've been all over the place. But I feel it's a good start. Tomorrow I have Michael Ohiniefa on personal goal setting. Patrick Otiku will come in on Wednesday on purpose. Mami Ekoa Gezi on time and self-management. And then every Friday I do a book review. So on Friday I'll be speaking to Taka Awori on her book on leadership in Africa. We'll just discuss the book. Every week I have a book review segment on the Friday just to give it. So we're really giving you enough to start your year in a way that's going to be measurable and impactful. So Theodore, thank you for talking to us. What's the easiest way to reach you?
LinkedIn.
At Theodore Albright.
Yeah, LinkedIn
at Theodore Albright.
Yeah.
I mean, Charlie, you are powerful.
It's all the Lord's doing.
It is the Lord's doing. It's marvelous in our eyes. Amazing stuff.